Welcome to the bench for another episode of Model Cars and Coffee, or Cocoa if you like, hosted by Paul at Left Coast Model Car Builds. We're going to hop in the Wayback Machine today. Today's kit is my oldest surviving model car. Being a huge Dale Earnhardt fan, this is one of the first I built by myself. So kit was built probably about the time that it was actually released new. I can't remember how old I was, but pretty sure just painted with testers red enamel directly onto the plastic. Built pretty quick. But I gotta say, one of the things about these old Monogram Revell NASCAR kits is they are hard to mess up. Looks like we got a little decal casualty after all these years. I was gonna say, this hasn't been out of the display case in many years, so it really hasn't been touched. So I guess it's just not used to it. Built when I was pretty young, just getting started, but I was looking at kits enough that I tried wiring the engine. I'm pretty sure that is sewing thread for the spark plug wires. The kit was finished well before I was into cars enough to look at aftermarket aftermarket decals and such. But at some point, I remember getting the Slicks NASCAR goodies with the Lumina grills, and I use those. And if anyone's used the metallic Slicks decals, I was not ready for them. So they were pretty difficult. Fell apart. It looks like I managed to get it back together pretty okay. But the Bassett Racing wheels was just yellow paint on the end of a toothpick. Just dabbed it in there. The body was not painted. This is just plastic. I did spray a clear coat on it though. There's a few spots that look a little better than the others, but yeah. Pretty simple details. You can see there's a lot of paint on there. The details are underneath there somewhere, but yeah, it's red. Didn't really blend seams. Parts were generally one color. I didn't do much painting, although I don't know if I came in after the fact and did the anodized AN fittings, or if that was done at the time of the build. But like I said, this is one of my oldest kits, so I know at some point I've kind of revisited it and added some details. Always a huge Dale Earnhardt fan, so no matter how much better my next builds were, this one always had a special spot on the shelf. So these NASCAR kits used to be about all I built. I kind of got burnt out on them when I was a kid. But recently picked up a few. I did a Facebook build off last winter. It really brought back a lot of memories and sparked some interest in putting together a few more. And a really cool, a good family friend bought me the original Dale Earnhardt Lumina kit for my birthday last year. So I have a feeling another one of these black Luminas will be on the bench sometime soon. I do have the Kellogg's Lumina kit, so I think I might do a few updates to turn it into Dale's 94 championship car. Not the prettiest build on the shelf right now, but one of my favorites, just sentimental. Someday, hopefully soon, there'll be another one next to it. updated version of that car. But plenty other things to build. Until then, happy building. See you next time.